Welcome to another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. I'm out here at the pistol range again today. I wanted to be over at my rifle range. I brought a couple of fun guns to shoot at the rifle range, but there's a lot of people over there. Today's Labor Day. It's about 70 degrees outside, 10:30 in the morning. So I was kind of hoping to beat some of the crowds, but I guess everybody else had the same idea I did. So luckily I did bring my Ruger LCR and some 22 Win Mag. The last time I was out here at the range, I was having issues trying to get pretty good groups with that, so today I'm going to try to figure out if it's me that's pulling it because it has such a heavy trigger, or I'm going to find out if it's some other factor like the sights are messed up and that's why the original person traded it in. So join me as I go through my walk today trying to figure out why I suck at shooting the Ruger LCR, and let's try to fix that. I'm also wearing my Second Amendment shirt from Matt Shot Firearms. They were the company that helped me transfer my Beretta 85 Cheetah. Free plug for them. They gave me the shirt, so I told them I'd wear it, and they're not paying me to do that. I just figured I'd share the love. It is a good little company in Gardner, Massachusetts. Not a huge shop, but every time I go in there, they always have interesting stuff. So check them out sometime, mattshotfirearms.com. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so I took some practice shots off camera, and I figured out it definitely is me that's pulling the shots. Now, what I realize is usually when I come to the range, I have various different platforms that I'm shooting all in one video, and if I switch back and forth, say between a Bodyguard 380 and a P238 and a LCR, I'm definitely going to have some issues with switching between the platforms. I get one of them pretty dialed in, switch to another one, have a problem. Get that one dialed in, switch to another one, and have a problem. So what I'm going to do today, just because this is the only revolver I brought with me, or the only handgun I brought with me, I'm just going to shoot the LCR, and I have a box of 150 rounds of CCI Maxi Mag, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to get my trigger down on this and see how well I do. So this is about 7 yards, actually maybe, yeah, about 6 or 7 yards, somewhere around there. It's about 20, something like 20 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot at this guy. I'm going to shoot at the shoot and see on the bottom right there, and let's see how well I do. This is trying to practice my breathing, trying to get better at shooting here. So that's not a bad group. For me, let's see, that's about that's about a 3-inch spread at 20 feet with an LCR and 22 Win Mag. For me, that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and load this guy up and keep practicing. So that wasn't a bad group at all. That was about 3 inches at about 20 feet. For me, that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and keep shooting. It's a Ruger LCR, and again, I have some CCI 22 Win Mag Maxi Mag jacketed hollow point 40 grains. And I really like this gun. I've been carrying it quite a bit in a leather Bianchi holster. It's nice and lightweight. I think the finish on it holds up really well to moisture, so let's go ahead and take some more shots. So you can see I strung those a little bit high on a couple of them. Not too bad overall, but let's go take a look at it here. So there's my target. Again, most of them are within 3 inches of the bullseye. I did have one flyer way up in the top right. But again, that's way better than I was doing last time around. And for me, that's getting pretty good. So 3.5 inch, maybe 4 inch group at most. 20 feet with that handgun. I was having trouble doing that last time I was out here. So I'm going to go ahead and readjust my camera angle so you can see me shooting. Alright, I forgot my tripod today, so I'm kind of trying to rest my camera up on my box of ammo. So I have a pocket full of 22 Win Mag. I'm going to go ahead and shoot a few cylinders and just enjoy myself. It's a beautiful sunny day. Can't complain about the weather. And it's Labor Day. I'm not working, so that makes me even happier. So let's go ahead and shoot. It's not that this has a lot of recoil, it doesn't at all. I think more than anything, the trigger surprises me, because even though it's a heavy trigger, and again, I'm a bad judge of trigger pull, I would say it's probably 12 pounds or something like that. It's pretty heavy, but it just has like a really sharp crescendo and then break. So you pull and it just snaps right away. So it's not a super long trigger pull before the firing pin or the hammer drops. So for me, it still just surprises me when I'm shooting it. But I really like this thing a lot, and I am getting better at shooting it. So I tend to pull it a little bit on the high side most of the time. Right now, I guess it's kind of hit or miss if I'm pulling high or low because I'm shooting it kind of fast. But again, so far I haven't missed that, what is it, a 7-inch or 6-inch center. I think it's 7-inch since I started doing this. So again, for me, 20 feet, trying to hit a 7-inch center. With this little thing, I mean, the sight radius is probably, I don't know, 3 inches or something like that, and this one does have the front sight painted white, so that helps. But I'm just realizing that it's not the gun's fault, it's my fault, so I just need to take my time and shoot better. So I had 2 of those in the bullseye out of that cylinder of 6. For me, that's really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead. I have that practice target up on the top left-hand corner. I'm just going to take groups. So I'm going to do the center first, and then I'll do the top left and see how I can do. I'm not even sure I have 2 full cylinders in my pocket. I don't. So I'm going to have to get some more ammo. But let me start off with that center. See what I can do on that little, it's about it's a 4-inch by 4-inch section. And I'm going to aim right for the bullseye, and let's see how I do. Is that 6? I guess it was. Thought that was only 5. You're only shooting 6. Sometimes you forget how many you've shot. Did he shoot 5 or did he shoot 6? Let's go check that out. So this here, I actually did not miss any of that. The one on the top and the couple on the bottom, that was before I pasted up the sticky target. That's a really not a bad group, considering last time I was out here I was hitting them all up here, or I was hitting them like way off to the side. So just practicing with one handgun when you're at the range is really good. This is my last group, and I did have one low outside, but really the spread is less than 3 inches center to center on those targets. So again, not bad for me at 20 feet with a little short 3-inch sight radius on that Ruger LCR, shooting some 22 Win Mag. I'm going to go ahead and reset. So here we are again. I'm shooting at that top left target still. I'm going to see if I can improve my group at all by slowing down, being a little bit more deliberate. And again, I'm still just trying to figure out the trigger on this gun. I'm getting better. I know the sights are accurate. Now I just need to figure out the trigger so I can be more accurate. So let's see if I can do that. So I'm going to go, there's 5 squares on there. I'm going to do the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And let's see how I do. Bullseye. To the left. That was excellent. I think that was a 2-inch group at 20 feet. That was much better. Just slowing down, being a little bit more deliberate. First shot was a bullseye. Second one was left. Third one was left. Then I had one a tiny bit low and one just to the left outside that light green square. So it's about a 2-inch spread. Let's see if I can do any better if I keep going here. So top right this time on that square. Just above the bullseye. To the right. Right next to the first shot. left. 3 of them are almost touching. That was a little bit bigger group. I think I'm still about 2 inches though. So not too bad, just a little bit outside what I was on the last one. Go ahead and reload. I'll do the bottom left and then I'll do the bottom right. I told you guys you're going to see me shoot a lot more 22 and 22 Win Mag in the near future, and that's mainly because that's the ammo that I can still get. I have a lot of 22 in storage, 22 Win Mag I can still find. Pretty much I try to buy it at Walmart because they're the cheapest place that has it. And so bottom left this time around, let's see how I do. A little high and right. A little high. Right next to the second one. I pulled 2 of them. The group is still just about 2 inches, maybe a little over 2 inches. And I can tell because each one of those squares I believe is 1 inch. Unless it's 3/4 of an inch, then my groups are even better. We'll have to measure them later. I didn't bring a tape measure with me. But I'm going to do one more group in the bottom right hand box there. And part of it's actually covered by my other target. So the group is, if I'm tight and inside that light green box, that's really good. But let's see where I can go here. Bottom right. Low. I don't know where that, I don't know where, I think that was a bullseye. Low. That's it. So I had one right in the bullseye, one just below it. Let's go look at those targets there. All right, so this was my first group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of them are almost touching, so that's under 2 inches. Each one of these squares is 1 inch, so from here to here, that's less than 2 inches. That's about 1.5 inches. This was my second group, and again, this was from here to there, just about 2 inches. This group was a little bit bigger. This one was a little bit low. So 2 inches end to end is still about what the group is, but this one's not quite as tight as my first one. Then going down to my third group, these ones were all a little bit high, but again, from here to here, still less than 2 inches in that group. And then this was my last group. It opened up a little bit. Still just about 2 inches height and just about 2 inches wide. So that's pretty good. And this was the one I started on. Obviously this one was a little bit larger because I was shooting kind of fast, but as I tightened it up, I'm able to get to about a 2 inch by 2 inch group at 20 feet with a 22 Win Mag Ruger LCR revolver. That is phenomenal for me. I'm gonna put one more shoot and see up and see how well I can do there. All right, so I put a shoot and see target. All right, so I put a shoot and see target on the top left-hand target over there, and it has 6 orange dots on it. So what I'm going to attempt to do with the Ruger LCR is shoot each one of those orange dots one time with one round, and let's see how close I can come to the target. Again, Ruger LCR, fast becoming one of my favorite plinking revolvers. I still think I'm more accurate with a 22. My Target Pathfinder, which is one of my most popular handguns on my channel. I have to bring it out again. But this little Ruger LCR, I'm pretty happy with this thing. I'm betting I could hit a Coke can at 25 feet with this thing without an issue. So here we go. Let's see. One shot at each one of those orange dots, and let's see what I can do. Still around 20 feet here. I'm going to see if I can get them. Starting at the left, I was about a ½ inch off. Let's go for the center. High. Let's go for the top one. To the right. Let's go for the right one. High. Let's go for the bottom one. Left, and then let's go for 730. I was off the paper on that one. Not a very good showing, but let's see how I did. Alright, so started out aiming for this guy, hit here, started aiming for this guy, hit here. That one was there, this one was there, this one was low, and then this guy hit right on the edge over here. So not great. So let's see, that's about an inch, that's about an inch and a quarter, that's about an inch, that's about an inch, that one's about an inch and a half, and that one's about an inch and a half. So grouping up in these charts, not too bad. Trying to be really precise. Wasn't controlling my breathing well. I'm going to do that exercise again though. Alright, so this is going to be my last attempt at trying to hit those orange dots. You saw my grouping on the last try. Not that great. I don't know if it's my breathing or what. But again, I'm not a super precise shooter. I'm getting better for sure. And trying to hit exactly what I'm aiming at a 3/4 inch dot at 20 feet is kind of difficult. About an inch and a half is the best I can get off of the center of those. So let's see how I can do this time and see if I can improve it. Maybe all this talking in between my shooting isn't really helping me, because it gets my, you know, lungs in an irregular breathing pattern, because I hold my breath while I talk and then I breathe in. But let's see if I can do any better here. I'm going to start at the center. I'll go top, right, bottom, 7:30, and then 9 o'clock, and let's see how I do. So right in the center this time. High, so I'm going to go to the top one. Low. I'm going to go to the right one. I don't even know where that hit. I'm going to go down to the bottom. A little to the right. Let's go 7:30. Off paper again, and then 9 o'clock. Oh, I hit 9 o'clock. Why is it the last one? It's the last freaking one. I hit 9 o'clock. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. This has been a presentation with the Ruger LCR in 22 Win Mag, and I've been shooting some CCI Maxi Mag 40 grain hollow jacketed round nose, or hollow point jacketed, whatever you want to call them. I'm getting better at this thing. I really enjoy shooting this gun. I appreciate the time that I get out to shoot. Make sure that you exercise your 2A rights. Get out, have some fun. God bless America. Keep shooting.